There's a lot of changes going on in the background of American CS. The Area 51 lineup, for example, has changed wildly, so much so that's who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. But okay, we're just waiting for our spec to change things. Here we go. So we are into the pistol round here. XP3 is going to rip Blaze head off. That's not a good return from him so far. Does get a second frag as well. They haven't seen the bomb yet. You can see Warden is just hanging around outside the door, so the CTs don't know where to put their players. They are stretched at the moment. They still have Swag alone in the B site. He's going to have to stay there for a long time until they see the bomb. They're just going to leave XP3 to try and get the next frag. Not going to happen. We've got two people going towards B now, and it seems the bomb will rotate as well.
Yeah, so iBUYPOWER, they've got to realize that this is happening, and now the push is coming in, so they are going to realize, but is it in time? The smoke already going down to block off access through onto that bomb site, so it's a clean plant now for eLevate, and they aren't going to have the greatest freedom to try to find some good after palm positions, but we'll have to see if iBUYPOWER can break through anyway. Skadoodle raining across from heaven. As AZK and Swag make their way in now, and AZK going around headshot, gonna find himself some straight of that USP, but can't quite find a frag. It's all on him now, and three players left. Does take down one, but time is running out, and so is his lifeblood. He's gonna get taken down 1-0 as eLevate take themselves the pistol, and gotta give a good old high five there to XP3 for those opening 2 picks. Those were nice.
Yeah, so we didn't see... is this the first time we've seen eLevate on a FACEIT stream? Because they weren't in our league previously.
We've seen them before.
Oh, we have?
Yeah. I'm pretty certain of that.
Oh, the John Wick Invitational.
Oh,
of course.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously they were playing when we were in Milan casting the LAN finals, which is why I do not remember. But you can see Volcano's playing for them as well, which is worth noting. He is the stream team. Was looking forward to seeing the stream team in our next league. Unfortunately, they did disband, and they're all over the place here, there, everywhere.
But the good old CZ Scout combo coming in from iBUYPOWER. And there it is, AZK going to actually take a quick frag, and this is where things get dangerous. Of course, they didn't actually lose a weapon because one of them didn't buy a rifle, in theory to save for the AWP, and just also to have the Liberty 2 peek without much of a consequence, as no weapon will be given away. We're going to see the nades come over here for this A push. It's going to be curious to see how eLevate are going to set this one up. So there we do have the smoke going over there for the car position. Should see one going onto Toxic as well from A main as eLevate make their way in. This is exactly what they need to do to counter the buy of iBUYPOWER. Working on AZK's position. Does get taken out by Warden. Good movement here from eLevate in on top of the bomb site. 3 players down in quick succession. This is going to result in a bomb plant, and I think worse is over, or is it? Nitro coming in from A main, going to take down one from behind. That's going to leave Warden and Volcano by themselves now. Skadoodle with only a USP though. Volcano to take down Nitro. Skadoodle as well. And there you go. Good cleanup. And eLevate, I think, isolated the situation well. They understood what was happening, and they dealt with it.
Yeah, that was a fairly good eco as well from iBUYPOWER, with only 3 members of eLevate, 2 members surviving that round, so that's going to cost them a lot of money. We can see Warden only left with 500 after having to rebuy all of his gear. Going to have full nades here for eLevate, save for Storm, and a full eco here for iBUYPOWER. Nitro with a 250, and the rest of them with standard 60. Swag one for the P2000 over the USPS. The rest of his teammates opting for stealth as a primary pistol. Now we can see there is a 3-man stack in the B bomb site with only Daze just keeping an eye out on A for the time being. Seems eLevate going to play things slow for the time being. You can see Rush there using the range to his advantage, as one should on an eco round. But there's going to be no push from the CTs, which is what they're waiting for right now. So they're going to slowly inch and start to take map control here.
Yeah, going for a stack on in this kind of situation is really, really smart. Just going for that gamble, because that's the only real way that you can have a good chance of getting frags. So that's what eLevate are looking for. They're trying to figure out where the stack is, and they slowly work their way up to some good positions. They find Daze, and now they know it was a B stack. And so good play there from iBUYPOWER to go for a stacking give it a bit of a gamble. And unfortunately for them, they didn't guess right this time. And eLevate, I mean, they approached that so well. They took middle. As you said, they're working with range fashion. And they A makes the most sense. You can get up middle, get up short. Looks really good. And so that really, you know, just these rounds make me really happy because I'm like, yeah, that's exactly that's the optimal thing that you should do,
exactly.
and they did it. And iBUYPOWER also did kind of the optimal thing they should do.
Exactly. So things to note. Obviously, you've got the overpowered CZ, which is one of the biggest issues at the moment. Also, guns like 5.7 P250, very close up. They will one-shot pop you to the head, which is why they're playing the range game. They're waiting for the overextension by the CT. So again, it was very well played by the Ts, and the CT didn't overextend, didn't put all their chips in one basket. Ended up being the wrong one, but you know, it was a 50-50, so no big deal there. 3-0 to eLevate now, which is a very good start on the T side here. We've seen some dominating rounds, dominating halves, especially from iBUYPOWER on this match. So we'll see how this does continue here. We've got the AWP on Skadoodle as per usual. He is going to be playing in mid at the moment. So often we see an AWP sometimes holding B solo, sometimes in support, sometimes on A. But he's going to be holding mid solo for the time being. He does have Dazed not too far away on the A side, so he can rotate to the A slope.
Here we go, though. They're going to try to make their way in, and this is quite an interesting setup from iBUYPOWER. They've got two guys on the side at the back here, Swag and AZK. They've given up vent room completely, and this is going to work out pretty well. Are they just going to run through? They could even just run through CT and start the fragging.
They can plant front to side and not take the side.
Yeah, they're going to try to just stay behind that smoke for now, and AZK and Swag a little bit confuddled, but Daze will find himself a frag, and there it is, AZK finding himself easy pickings from headshot as the bomb is dropped on the side. XP3 coming in from heaven. Oh, going to pop off the head of AZK. That's 2 frags for him, but or 3 in total, but he's going to go down, and the round will be saved by iBUYPOWER. So very nice defense there in the end. It was a smart choice for them to give up the vent area.
It was interesting, AZK, he was crab walking through the smoke with the bomb, and I've never tried to plant it on the other side. I'm pretty sure you can plant it like right at the front of the site. So I'm wondering if you can plant it in front of this ammunition stack here. Yeah, because with the site smoked off like that, it's the same as the smoke on Inferno, isn't it? When you smoke off the front of the site, plant it on the stairs, you don't necessarily have to take the site straight away.
I actually think that you can't, but that would be really cool if you could. I'd love to test that out. So they're trying to actually push into a main here. This is beautiful stuff. They're going to be able to pick off XP3. Volcano's isolated, meanwhile, over by Squeaky, and he will in fact go down. Guns blazing. And this is really nice because they have one guy, or rather actually, that's a decoy. They actually threw a decoy into A main unless the minimap's bugging out.
That's a decoy.
But yeah, if you push A main, it's kind of like pushing Banana in front of a CT. You get so much information, quick rotation, and you kind of force them to a mid or a B play a lot of the time, unless they try to go for the retake. But you can see that that's not what is being gone for here by iBUYPOWER. Instead, they're playing passively on the sites, and eLevate are taking the decision to push into the middle, which does seem to be the only opening at the moment. But that is to the design for iBUYPOWER's setup.
He's going to come in from 2 ways here. He's going to be holding an angle on the door, but he will fall, and Daze will fall shortly as well. Nitro, last man standing on the site, does fall, but that's going to pick on Storm, so there's going to be 2 versus 2 here. The bomb is going to go down in the standard position. Swag is in the car area. The smoke does dissipate on the site, so he will need his teammate AZK to help him. He has made himself known by running, and can see Ward will be aware of his position. Does take down Rush. He has to push, force the issue now. Does take down AZK, so it's going to be 1v1. We're going to have some dancing around the site now. Swag is going to fake, and it's going to wait for Ward to advance. He's going to come from the top. Doesn't get the spray, but Swag doesn't have a kit, so they'll take the round anyway.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, he's got the piece, picked up the kit. Has he got time?
Yeah,
I think he has.
He's good. He's good.
Oh, no, he's not!
That was so close! What? I thought he had it.
Oh, dear. Well, that is getting through something by the skin of your teeth. That is not a round eLevate deserves after a failed spray like that. I did want to mention, though, the CT rotation at the beginning of that round was really fast. You had 4 people towards the A site. They gave up mid as well, but there was no push from eLevate there. And then they slowly rotated back into normal positions.
And they kind of want to hit a fast B here, and this is actually going to be them walking into 3 players here from iBUYPOWER. This could get ugly really fast. There is Swag close range from the P2000 going in. Look at this crossfire. It's unbelievable. Skadoodle picking up 2 frags. 3 players left. Now just 2 for eLevate. They can't even get onto the B side. They can't even get through the door. And Skadoodle's there on the back now. Nitro up in the vents. This is still very doable for iBUYPOWER. And this is a very important round for them to win. Their economy is all but at the moment, and dropping in through his Nitro through that vent, picks off eLevate's XP3, and now Storm goes down to Skadoodle, and that's the 4K for him. That's a ridiculous round. I wanted to say, whilst you're doing some like analysis at the start, like, I would love eLevate to just go to middle, because if you do like fast middle takes when they don't have rifles with the AKs and the Galils, it's pretty free. It's usually pretty free. But nice gamble there for iBUYPOWER.
That was a colossal round there for iBUYPOWER, and that will allow them to go for the double AWP setup. So we've got Daze and Skadoodle now. We've seen this angle from Daze before. Skadoodle will be holding the other site now, which is going to allow 3 people to control mid here. So this is fantastic. They will have a fast rotation as well to the A-bomb site if they need to. That's going to be 2 down for Daze. You've seen the gun of the other one. Does fall, but the damage has been done here. Oh, it's 2v2? 3v2, sorry. So we had some frags elsewhere on the map in the meantime. It is going to be 3v1 though. I think iBUYPOWER should be able to save both these AWPs, which will be really important. Can the second one get picked up? Yes, it can, just in time. That was carnage. But again, it was it last week we saw Daze holding that position, and he was never smoked off, never flashed off or anything. He was just allowed free reign basically to walk the opponent for fun. So if iBUYPOWER continue with this setup, I really want to see eLevate make some adjustments and do something about Daze's position. As you can see, he's going straight back to it once again.
I like this setup here for iBUYPOWER. They can get man into events, and they got, you know, for the 3-man setup on middle, which is always really nice. And this is problems for eLevate, because I think this is a good response from them. Try to go for some kind of a set play. They don't really have many nades to begin with, but to use them all in one flurry to like push them onto the position they need to take the round is the best thing possible, I think, as well. And this is what we're going to see. We saw this smoke before onto, or rather to block off the car vision through into A main. As we see eLevate going for the push here. This is a really nice idea from them. And look at that. Molotov there onto Daze at the back. He's still there though, but this close range might be problematic. They are going Daze with the timing through the smoke. He's going to be able to get behind them. And there it is. Gets some frag even with it. Oh my goodness. eLevate. They couldn't even get a single kill. But theoretically, that's a good approach to a round like that.
Yeah, despite not getting any kills on the board, we can see an immediate adjustment. They know Daze is going to be holding that angle. Last round, they didn't smoke off that position where Daze was. They pushed that position and got the bomb down. This time, they completely smoked them off to allow them to push the site. So again, we can see fast adjustments here from eLevate, and it's something that other teams do if they catch these nerd bombs. Now we'll see what kind of eco strat we have here from eLevate. Last time they went for a straight B push. This time, they are doing a conga line towards A main, and Daze again has free reign, but Storm rips his face off with the P250.
It's interesting though, because like you said, or actually, Volcano's picked himself up in AWP. I wonder if he's going to be able to pick up any more kills of this. Aim punch doesn't really factor in too much because no, if he hits the shot, they're dead, but he will go down in the end. And, will go down. That's a nice result. But speaking to the last round, I mean, as you said earlier, you know, hindsight is 20 and all that. But I almost wonder if they smoked off everything too well. You know, they didn't give themselves really an avenue to properly attack the site. Because you could see them struggling to get to the position where Swag is now, because it was all smoked so heavily that they to go through that smoke and then find the frag was just made so difficult. It like delayed them, and then the rotation came in from iBUYPOWER. We were already playing like a 3-man mid setup, so it was a really fast rotation to A. So they kind of killed the time by having all the smokes down.
I think one problem with those kind of smoke strats on the A-bomb site is that people are always trying to plant it in that standard place, whereas you can plant it between that big red container and forklift on the other side of the red container. So, and you can plant it in the smoke there, so you don't have to force the issue trying to retake the other half of the site. At least on an eco round, that's something I want to see people do. I did mention it last time, and I think I'm gonna
good aggressive push here
make a video about
through
it.
A main. They're deep in A main right now, and this is really sick because they're gonna hear everything that's going on in middle. And look at this, XP3 is basically like right next to them there. It could get quite dangerous if they decide to push, but it looks like they've actually pulled them back, and Dave's gonna find himself the kill anyway. But this is a very poor position to be alone in defense. It's in no support, but Daze, he doesn't even need it. Will get finished off by a grenade, but there's only Wardino left. Wardino. That's all they need. AZK coming around the back. That bomb though, that's the problem. Wardino's on a mission to try to get it back, and it's going to be the frag onto AZK, and still plenty of time left. And now the problem for Swag is that the bomb can freely be picked up and taken to either side, and Swag can't know which side it is. Likewise, Wardino has no idea where Swag is either. Looks like Swag is going for the correct guess here. This is going to be very difficult. Wardino will spot him, and he's going to be able to get the bomb down. Fury going in. Oh my goodness, that did a lot of damage. 29 health left. And Swag with the quick flick, and that's all she wrote there for Wardino. But it was a nice attempt. He got 3 kills there in a very, very terrible situation and got the bomb down. So that's a really big deal.
AZK putting massive frags on the board here. He's got 14 at the moment for his team, and things fairly spread out over the eLevate side. eLevate doing well so far though. Got 4 out of 10 rounds on the T side of Cash so far, so can't complain. They are going to have an AWP on XP3 again as well, so another buy from both teams here. So going to have another good round. We'll see what kind of approach they have. Again, we have a 1-2-2 setup here from iBUYPOWER. Actually, they've moved someone in defense, so they've got very aggressive positioning in the mid area, but they're not going to be contested for the time being, save for XP3 being in the boost spot. Skadoodle does get flashed in the tunnel, but it's got support from AZK. Nades coming out for fun from the CTs. AZK's legs are exposed in that position, but no one's got the right angle to see them. Warden's going to have to run away with 7 HP, so they're going to live to fight another day. XP3 does go down on the A-bomb site to Nitro. So things switched up. Let's see. Daze has fallen, so Nitro's gone to control the site instead. Going to smoke off A main as well. Bomb is going to go towards the door, but got to say Warden's chances are low of only 7 HP.
Got a really good play there by Nitro there on the A side of things. It's like Storm's going to pick himself up a kill over towards the C main area around middle. And eLevate are trying to work themselves an angle into a site here, but iBUYPOWER, they're playing this, despite being just 3 players against the 2 of eLevate, they're playing this very solidly when it comes to the positions. What do you know, with 87 health, has to find the head immediately. He's not going to do it. Great frag there from Nitro as he holds down the site yet again. And Storm going to make his way up now from short. There's a player by car, and he's not going to find the player in time. And generally is, there's a couple of things that went on there that I really liked. I mean, first of all, they kind of failed the B push. They got a frag and they failed it, but then they had the push into A, and Nitro dealt with that. And he kind of locked the site down by himself, and they had enough confidence, even though it looked like they were pushing for A, to just let Nitro be there by himself, not give him support, just let him smoke it off, and they held their positions, which I think was really nice, instead of over-rotating there.
It's worth noting that CTs are changing up their plan every other round, but there's massive trade frags coming in here in the mid area, and it's suddenly 3 iBUYPOWER players and only 2 eLevate remaining. But I was going to say, last round it was a 1-2-2, this round it was a 1-3-1. Good thing it was as well, because they needed the extra bodies in mid to hold that for that time being. The last 2 players for eLevate are in mid. They're probably going to have to push up short here, but no, they are going to push through to CT spawn. But we have Nitro ready and waiting. For first frag, doesn't get the second one. Storm has an AWP on either side to contend with. He could definitely do this, but he has to make it to the site first. He's trying to find out where the opponent is, but it might be a difficult push towards B now.
Well, Skadoodle knows that he hasn't crossed. That's huge info right now.
Counter-terrorists win.
Daze will take him out. But yeah, it's hard for eLevate to figure out a plan during any round here, because iBUYPOWER keep changing up their setup. They're not being telegraphed in their positions. So that is making it a hell of a lot harder for the eLevate team. That said, they still have 4 rounds on the board. 3 potential rounds remaining, so we'll see what they can do here. They've got another 4 spy coming out. They've got 4 smokes, 4 AKs. So we'll see what kind of plan they have.
We know what's happening. We've seen this before.
Well, there's only one person outside towards the door area, actually. So
usually it's Wardino's throwing the smoke, but he's actually got the smoke for boxes.
Ooh, gets fragged anyway. It's too early on the jump there.
Smoke on toxic barrels. And, walking into the fire here of Swag. 3 against 3. They're on the side. Still Daze causing problems. In comes the CZ. That's another one down. Another one bites the dust as Daze looks for the third. He won't find that as XP3 will get the denial. And it's a little bit annoying, but he's all coming in. He goes down to XP3. That's a nice round for eLevate to take, but a very chaotic one again.
3 of their players died by pushing areas which they smoked off before the smoke actually activated. The first one was trying to jump past the smoke and getting, well, he got legged actually, in fairness, by the AWP, but that's still bad enough. And then 2 players got sprayed down from the short area by revealing themselves before the smoke actually went off. So a bit too quick on the trigger there from eLevate, but they managed to eke out the win. And that will bring them to 5 rounds versus the 8 of iBUYPOWER. We've got the 4 spy coming out for iBP now. We've got 2 FAMASs and a CZ. Skadoodle's going to rip Storm's head off. Penetration kill.
Yeah, he got that from the CT connector there, like through the metal, yeah.
Nice.
Metal wall. Very nice indeed. He also went for a very aggressive angle at the start, which I really like, which you don't often see on middle. But push coming in from eLevate onto the A side. And they don't have Daze and quad boxes with the AWP this time, so they might find more success. Nitro with the FAMAS. That's a nice spray down from all 3 players. It's combining on all the angles, and eLevate cannot stand it. They're only on 5 rounds at the moment, but that's actually okay. If they can pull out another one here, just somehow, then they're going to be feeling pretty good, I think.
Interestingly, Daze only has, well, I say only, he has 12 kills. He's on a par with Nitro and Skadoodle, who both have 11. But it doesn't tell the whole story here. He's been holding down that A-bomb site. It's something disgusting in this first half. Again, we've got a 3-man hold here in mid from iBUYPOWER. We've got pushes coming towards the B-bomb site now. We only had Skadoodle there, so that's going to be a bomb plant for eLevate unless something goes horribly wrong. Going to have 80k testing from Vents, but he's going to go down Nitro with a team frag. That's not good.
Wardino with the AWP is actually going to cause a lot of issues, and Swag does fall to him, and it's really tough to deal with this. There's AWP on the bomb site. He's actually besting him in that one-on-one AWP battle, but to push in against 3 players, all with weapons now, is a really mighty task, and he's going to go down. And there it is, 6th round picked up by eLevate, a simple B-split strat running with some great smokes into middle, and something that they hadn't actually done before in this first half, and it's going to pick them up the very needed 6th round. And if they can pick up the pistol now, my oh my, it could just go really badly for iBUYPOWER.
Yes, I think this is a pretty good half for eLevate with 6 rounds on the board. Let's see what they can do in this pistol. As you said, we've got 2 decoys on the eLevate team. Let's see if they have a use for those. You can use them to fake flashbangs, actually, which is something that you don't see too often. XP3 once again on the pistol round. Going to start with a frag on Swag this time.
This is a pretty good situation for eLevate. They've got the angles. These are really good angles, and Rush picking up 2 frags there. They can't bust through short right now. They just can't get in. And right now, being overpowered by the CT side, it's just too much Nitro.
Volcano just shot Storm in the head. What's he doing?
He had to die. He had to die.
Storm must die.
Right. No, surely not. If Nitro is able to win this off the back of that team kill, it's going to be nightmares.
Volcano lost his damn mind.
For eLevate.
Like on the radar, the opponent was nowhere near. Nowhere near.
Well, Nitro's got 40 seconds left. He's pushing up short here. We can see the angles are fantastic for eLevate, but it is all in this PT1000 of Nitro now. Spot one over by Quad, takes him down. Oh, one from the top, and he's going to fall to him. It's going to be Rush to finish it off and save the day there for eLevate. And they do get the pistol. They do, and unless something crazy happens from iBUYPOWER, unless they get one of those, CSGO
CZ?
CZ.
CZ purchase?
Eco wins that actually really aren't all that uncommon.
I think Volcano might have been kicked from the server if they'd lost that round.
Yeah, that was...
He's a spy, he's a Trojan horse.
Ooh, that was... I felt that one. That was so close. Oh, that was millimeters
Still
off.
engaging him as well. This is scary.
You can even just stay there. I mean, they don't... It's like so hard to consistently hit him from that position with like a FAMAS. It's like not actually a duel you ever want to take. It's just a duel you just don't want to ever take there.
Yeah, that was going to happen eventually.
Because you don't have to take it. You can just like sit on sandbags or just not even show at all. You got Volcano who's there watching that angle, and if you got a guy on the sandbags, he can watch Volcano's position if they try to push white box. But that's a quick pick there from iBUYPOWER, and things could get out of hand really fast as they converge for this A push. In it comes. Still a bunch of players on eLevate side here on the side to deal with this, but looks like it's all going to be down to Swag and Daze now. As they're on the site, still putting in damage. 3 frags already, might just be able to find an ace even. And Swag is still causing mad havoc with that scout in hand. And now it's all on Storm and Rush. And it looks like Rush is able to find himself the ace. Great stuff there. Was that the ace? It was the ace. Well done to Rush there for picking all those players off, just sneakily hiding in forklift for a time, picking the right moment to strike. And that's a really good save.
Oh boy, I wonder if anyone's got any Asimovs on eLevate, because they're in
oh my god, yeah.
they're in a good position. Did you see how many skins Steel won?
Yeah.
On the I wanted to jump that match as well. God damn. But if you haven't, check out Steel's Twitter. I had a random thought earlier. If you had to buy Steel a Christmas present, what would you buy him?
I think he's got everything he wants.
You know what I'd buy him?
What would you buy him?
Salad tossers. We have iBUYPOWER pushing the A bomb site now. They're all stacked up there, and Skadoodle will get the first pick on Volcano. The advantage of the AK, 1 shot to the head, and dead. He's got a boost coming up, but Nitro's going to get taken out by Rush. Can they get the bomb down? That is the question. Okay, we'll take down Rush. They
wow.
Put off the frag on MP3, and you know, soon to follow, all of a sudden it's only Storm versus 4.
Alright, well, ATK is pretty low. And he does have one smoke to there it goes towards the pod. It's a smart smoke to throw. He's going to go up heaven. They're going to hear that. So he drops off. Use him there. There's a quick pick onto Skadoodle now. It's just 2 players left. They are tagged, but it's going to be Daze who finishes it off. Did you see that? Daze got like a jumping Galil headshot. I'm pretty sure he was in the air when that actually connected. That was pretty sick. But 10 to 8. iBUYPOWER bringing themselves back into the fray. And having done so much damage in the previous round, and you know, getting the bomb down and stuff, it's despite it kind of looking good for eLevate, it really wasn't in their favor. And now it is the save. They got the CZs in play. What can they do with them?
It's important to note as well that iBUYPOWER do have a 2-round lead, and this may be where they excel for the team frags, which are always a lot harder than the CT frags. Okay, 3 fast frags will leave Volcano. Is he going to explode on iBUYPOWER? Not on this round. That is going to be them all surviving. Swag and AZK with 10 and 9 health respectively. But no deaths, which means more money in the bank. It's going to rebuy some nades, and they should be good to go.
And the problem for eLevate here is that they have to buy. I mean, they really have to buy. They can't really save and just give so much more money to iBUYPOWER and so on. So, but they only had 4k each, so their buy is really pitiful. So they're going for a bit of a gamble here, having 3 players onto the A site and 2 just playing defensive, just giving up mid completely because they know that they don't have any way to really defend mid against a quick push. So they're just going to try to combine their efforts on the sides, which is a smart choice. It's a setup that sometimes a lot of pro use. It's not the best, but it's a good one for this situation. Already losing X3 as Swag opens the door, and it's a slow, methodical push onto the A site, but it's doing its job right now. And Dazed getting on top of the boost. It will get picked off by eLevate's Warden, though, which is a very nice frag to find. And iBUYPOWER, they haven't got much pace, and the bomb actually is kind of far away, but they are finding the kills. 1 on 3 now for Storm as he rotates in from B. Some damage done, but really they are left wanting.
Yeah, so this is really, really bad for eLevate here. They're going to lose this round. unless Storm goes crazy. It looks like he is going to save the weapon, in fact,
Yeah.
but he's going to have to do a lot with that next round because they are going to be on some serious ecos here. But they went for a quick boost in the A bomb site on top of the red container. I think they were trying to position Rush to look over smokes if the iBUYPOWER team tried to, maybe they just put a smoke in the front and then tried to push through A main, but it didn't happen, so we quickly jumped down. Didn't go their way, however, and iBUYPOWER will survive with, or should survive with 3 plays, unless Swag gets picked here. But yes, this is dire straits for eLevate now with iBUYPOWER. 4 rounds away from victory, and that was a close one, but he will survive with that AK. And again, I'm quite curious to see how eLevate choose to use that. They need to make a gamble here. He needs to go in the right place and get at least 2 frags if they are to win this round.
Yeah, this is a really tough situation. If they do a quick push in B storage here, that'd be quite fun. See if they can get some opening kills, maybe get some guns. Down immediately. AK not really able to be recovered in that position. It's a quick and brutal push from iBUYPOWER, and it's very effective. So that AK thrown to the wind, and now eLevate is starting to be in some serious trouble because the next buy that comes up for them is pretty much last chance saloon. I mean, they won't really have another better opportunity to get back into the game. There's Exodus right now. I'm going to find some weapons. This is going to help the cause massively. And AK is definitely a good pickup to save. So I don't know if Volcano can pick anything up. He's still kind of lurking around C2. He's not going to find anybody just yet. He might be able to actually run in and find a weapon after the bomb explodes. Might be one nearby. There's still some action going on here at short as Swag tries to survive, and it looks like he will do so. So 2 AKs picked up, Rush and Volcano finding them. That's positive, at least.
Yeah, eLevate managing to buy an AWP on XP3, but he's naked. He's got no armor at all, so if he gets hit by a P shooter, he is going to go down. 2 M4s, 2 AKs for the eLevate team. Let's see what they can do with this. He is going to be holding an angle.
With glass cannon.
With the glass cannon, indeed. We've got Skadoodle looking for kills in the middle as well. But nobody there. 3 people towards the A-bomb site here for eLevate. He's kind of evenly spread out, and XP3 will reveal his position, taking down Daze, although they won't know that he has no armor.
Oh, we've got to be careful here. Sorry, looks like Skadoodle's going to find the kill there onto Rush, but pushing up short here can be all kinds of trouble. But they do have middle, and this is the sacrifice eLevate made on their setup, but they're giving up middle very easily. Storm's going to find actually AZK, who was pushing all alone into the vent area, and that's just not going to fly. iBUYPOWER players getting picked off, like AZK and Daze were both 3 alone here. Oh, Nitro finding a nice trade there. XP3 on another angle, looking towards A main. Let's get shot down the back. It's a 2-on-2 all of a sudden. So iBUYPOWER turning this into something from bad into good.
Indeed, but Ward is going to the wrong site, so it's going to be a 2v1 here. That said, if Nitro goes in first, Storm could pick him off and give his teammate enough time to make it back. There's 20 seconds left for the bomb to go down, but he just gets naded out of sight. Warden is close enough, but he's going to have to reveal his position here. Is he going to get shot in the back? Yes, he is. And eLevate on the ropes here, getting beaten up by Clubber Lang right now.
I would be so gutted. He had 41 health and like almost full armor, I think. And so that nade basically was perfect.
Just like landed on his head.
Just straight on his head. That is absolutely gutting. He was in a really good position. They had no idea that he was necessarily there. So like you said, I think he would have been able to get at least to a one-on-one. Either way, they do still have just enough in the coffers to try to get another buy.
Timing, that has got to be so annoying. The second you look away, second Nitro comes up, second Nitro rips off his scalp.
Bad now for eLevate. Takes down Volcano. Rush is able to stop some of the momentum towards that short push, but iBUYPOWER, you know, they're feeling good right now. They're going for those shots, going for those picks, going for those one-on-ones that maybe they shouldn't, but they feel good. They feel confident to win these duels, and there's a lot to be said for that, as they do now go for this split with 3 players onto the A side. They've got AZK making his way up short very shortly. Oh dear. And Skadoodle working the AWP from main, just scanning all the angles. We've got Rush there by the quad boxes. This is obviously a huge position, and he cannot give it up without getting a couple frags here. There it is, trouble on short now. Rush knows that something's got to be up here, trying to peek onto the angle. There, he's going to spot the smoke go across. Instantly just dead from Swag. And now Storm is left with some kind of a retake that doesn't look all too good to my eyes. Warden now coming in from the car. Oh, I do not envy him right now.
Ooh, that's a nice jump. You can boost 2 players behind there, which is quite useful, but never thought about a single man jump to get some info. Oh, the CZ too strong. When's the nerf coming in, man? That's what I want to know. Apparently there's an update, I think, coming out today because there's a compatibility update for trains. Hopefully we're going to see a new and improved train, which will hopefully replace Cobblestone.
I
Because
mean,
we don't like Cobblestone.
I hope train gets fixed, but I'd like to see a new map, personally, or even mill or something.
I just, if train wasn't so lopsided, it would be awesome.
Well, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Still bad.
By any stretch of the imagination. But it's just like some... Anyway, eLevate's still in the match right now. So let's get back into the focus there with them. As this time they've got a much different setup. They've got a guy who is kind of just sitting under the beast in the middle, kind of spotting. And they've got otherwise pretty good setup here on A. They've got 2 players towards the bomb box who's just finding the frags at the moment. AZK goes down, and again, iBUYPOWER, you know, they're taking these picks. They're just trying to get the tools in, and finally now they go for the smokes. Now they go for the coordinated push. They take down Rush. There's more players to find, and oh, they're going to get found. It's just 2 left now. The rotating players from the other side of the map, and this is a nice after plant setup here coming in from iBUYPOWER, but Swag's pretty low. Nitro and Skadoodle pretty hurt themselves. This could be doable here for eLevate. It's so hard to...
There's too many angles to check.
It's really difficult. Storm going to come in now. He's doing well to get even a single frag, and he's going to go down. There it is, 16-8 on the first map, and that was the choice of iBUYPOWER.